Okay, welcome back, CrossFit Inconceivable in World. I'm going to go through the movements for today's workout front and back. We'll go through a few different variations of substitutes too that you can use today for your workout. Remember, these workouts are just for your benefit. Keep the intensity at something healthy. All right, so a lot of the abdominal movements we're going to be doing are on the floor. Starting with the planked bird dogs. We'll go from least technical to most technical. So our traditional bird dog is hands and knees, okay? We're bringing our elbow and knee together and then reaching out, all right? We're trying to keep our torso neutral here, our spine neutral, and our leg and our arm extended in line with our torso. So we're not trying to over exaggerate that extension. For example, I'm not trying to get my leg and arm way out of line. Okay, so basically you want everything parallel to the floor at the finish. Bring it all back in for the reset. So in a plank position, bringing the knee and elbow in and reaching out. Okay, you might want to experiment with where you're placing your hands and your feet. What you're looking for is to minimize twisting in your torso. So you really want your chest and your hips to kind of stay in line with the ground here as you're going through these. Next, we have Russian twist. You can use multiple objects, whatever object you have at hand. Could be a backpack, I have a wall ball here, slam ball, plate. Okay, and what we're trying to do here is keep our legs elevated, keep our shoulders elevated, keep a neutral spine, and move a plate from side to side. Okay, we want our torso to twist slightly while we're moving this plate, and our chest and our hips should move together. Okay, you're not twisting radically, so if looking forward is 0, and we're twisting out at an angle, we're not really twisting past 45 degrees with our torso in these Russian twists. So try to keep looking forward, which will help minimize that torso twist and keep you balanced there. Some other variations, probably the easiest one would be a dead bug. So dead bug, laying on the ground, we lift our legs and our shoulders, and then we move our arms and our legs opposite to each other. So I'm going to reach back with my right arm, bring my knee to my chest, and then bring my right foot out, right arm by my side as I bring my left arm out, reaching in left knee to the chest, alternating. Okay, so dead bug would be one substitute. Another substitute would be a hollow rock. So again, getting into that hollow hold position, legs, shoulders off the ground, rocking back and forth, making sure not to touch our feet or our shoulders to the ground. Okay, so this would be forward, back 1, forward, back 2, forward, back 3. Russian twist would be a 1 count, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, our bird dogs, 1, okay, full extension, 2. Okay, make sure you're reaching out with your heel on the bird dogs. You don't want to be pointing with your toes, you want to be pointing with your heel back. Okay, so dumbbell death march. I don't have dumbbells, so I am going to use some plates. You could also do this, hold some plates. So death march, take a step forward. Okay, you want to try to keep your back neutral here. We're going to bend the back leg, back knee, kind of flex our hip, knee, ankle, and just try to keep our spine as neutral as possible as we reach down with our plates. Okay, so step out, bend, reach, step out, bend, reach. Okay, you don't have to touch the ground. It's ideal to touch the ground, but again, if you're getting a nice stretch in the back of your leg, if you're passing your knees, you're probably doing enough, especially if you feel your back is really rounding when you're passing your knees, I would probably just stop at that point. You feel your back flexing, okay? For the good morning, holding a plate to our chest could be a substitute. I don't have a kettlebell on me, but holding a kettlebell to the chest in a similar manner. Okay, and we're setting our hips back. We're basically keeping our legs almost straight, nice soft knee bend, nice flat back, torso about 45 degrees to the floor. Squeeze the butt, stand right up, okay? Use our hips to come back up. All right, same thing as in the death march. To stand back up, we're using our hips. And bodyweight substitute for that would be something like a single leg deadlift. So we're sending our torso forward, sending our leg back. Okay, similar speed, similar tempo, trying to keep our core over our foot. This is a great way to, again, load that hamstring. To come back up, we're gonna squeeze our butt to stand back up. All right, any one of those is perfectly good for this workout. And you can always interchange in the workout. You can change movements. You don't necessarily have to stick with the same movement. So if you want to try different movements, maybe write down the ones you want to try, go through the rounds, change them up as you see fit. But I would try to stick to the same movement that you're dedicating to that minute in that round. So planks, okay, for the finisher. Any plank will do. You can do a push-up plank, all right, trying to keep that hollow rock position, okay? The shoulders, hips, knees, ankles in line. We're squeezing our legs, squeezing our hips, keeping our core tight. You can also come down to the elbows. Okay, that's the other variation of plank here. If those two are too difficult, you can always plank on an object. So you can use a chair or a bed or a sofa that you can rest on. Make sure it doesn't fall over. And that's about it for movement. So let's get this workout going.